Okay. So, audio looks good, video looks good. Hop on over to the Twitters here. Tweet that out. That is not the right URL, but whoops. Ah, well. We'll call that good enough. Alright, I think we're set. Hey there, hi there, everybody. Hope you all are doing fine and excellent here today. It's Wednesday already, which means that tomorrow is the last day of the arena. So it's about 14 hours left to go. I got a couple extra points to put up in the 5-star arena. I'm going for the 1 to 10% milestone range, so somewhere in the 15 million range. So we got to do that tonight, and then also put up some more points in the tier 4 basic arena. Kind of been slacking on that. Oops. But welcome everybody. Glad to have you here. For everyone who's watching live, it's cool to have you here. Looking forward to gabbing with you guys here for the next hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever it's going to wind up being. To everyone who is tuning in after the fact, not only are you lucky in that you know how this grind turns out and some of the other things that have happened since the posting of this video, but just wanted to say thank you for finding the channel in the first place. I want to take a moment to give a big howdy and welcome to the latest Von subs to the channel. It's really glad to have you here. Cheers on finding the place, and really appreciate that you guys dig the content that I'm putting out enough to subscribe. So that's really awesome too. Cheers. But without much further ado, it's time to get going. Sitting at 10.5 million, which means you got 4.5 million left to go there, and sitting at a little over half mil for tier 4 basic, which means I basically have all of that left to do. So that's fun. I'm going to get started running my 6 stars here in the 5-star arena, and as soon as I get through all the 5 stars, then pop over to the tier 4 basic and run through 5 stars there until I get to the 2 million milestone. So that's most excellent. So first off, Sedan, thank you very much for referring me to some of your alliance mates. It's really cool to get them to subscribe, and really appreciate that too. Big congrats to AC on hitting 100 subs. When I tuned in, you were at 106, so I was foiled in my attempt to unsubscribe and resubscribe to be number 100 myself, but big congrats to you there, bud. Pop it off, how is it going, buddy? Good to see you. Glad to have you here. And Solomon, how's it going? Happy Wednesday to you. Is an unawakened Colossus worth rank 5? I would say maybe. Is he going to be your first mutant as a 5-star? And then also, what are your other mutant options? He's not a bad option. Definitely not bad. When he's awakened, he's a little bit better, definitely. But yeah, ever since the buffs, Colossus has been amazing. Just kind of, I guess, depends on who the other options are. Well, good luck to AC. 526. Not bad. It's going to be the initial completion of 526, right? So you're going to do a big crystal opening after you get through 5.2? Or are you going to hold off for exploration, or... Uh-oh. Corvus has my number. There we go. That's good. 1,000 units should be adequate. How many 4-hour crystals do you have too? Those are always good for extra pots and the occasional revive as well as an absolute buttload of single energies. Dex back. Get the fury on me, and then it's just going to town on this guy. Beautiful. What's up, man, Falcon? How you doing? First mutant rank 5 was Namor. Ooh, that is tough. That is tough. Is Sunspot awakened? Because I'd almost argue Sunspot if he's awakened. For 2 reasons. First, because he's great and he hits like an absolute truck. But then second, for the prestige as well. Sunspot's one of the champs that you definitely want to max out for his ability. But then you get the added bonus of having a huge prestige bump too. Ouch. Come on, you clown. Just dance. You know, I've never actually taken Doom up against Diaper Man here, so that worked out pretty good. All things considered, I'll definitely take that. Ah, well, no worries, AC. 1,000 should be fine, especially with the pre-planning that you got going. Should be fine. I do wish you good luck all the same, though. Alright, so, he's down. Yeah. Well, I guess, Solomon, is, are you hard-pressed? Do you absolutely have to rank somebody up right now? Because if you can wait like another couple weeks, month, whatever it is, or at least, at the very least, to 4th of July, you may wind up waking up one of those 3 options. Because both Emma, Colossus, and Sunspot are probably about all on the same level of the awesomeness meter. They do different things, obviously, but all 3 of them are really good. I think that would almost be my advice, is just to hold off until you wake one of them up. Well, leaning more towards Colossus and Sunspot at least. Okay, and sure, let's do this one out. Very nice. Who do you want to use that science AG on? Oh, oh, Beardo. I needed to read the next line. My bad. But yeah, Beardo's a real good guy to waken up. In fact, most of the science champs are all really good options to wake up. Void is a great option. Beardo's a great option. Red Guardian's a great option, but you know, that's gonna be kind of crazy. Reed and Invisible Woman. Torch, not as much. Quake. I would argue for Quake's awakened ability. It does come in handy. Alright, come on, dude, let's dance. That has a little bit extra added effort just for that little flare. Well, AC Sparkles is a really solid option. I mean, for that path, yes, but just in general to have, yeah, she's awesome. Big congrats on that rank up. Pop it up. Can I do streams at noon, noon Pacific time? That would be a bit harder pressed. I got a bunch of real life stuff going on. So if I would be able to stream, it'd only be able to be for like half an hour. And that'd basically be just me signing off right as things are starting to pick up. Wish I could. That'd be a lot of fun, but not able to do that right now. Once the world goes back to normal, quote unquote, would be able to stream a bit in the morning, but until then, not as much, unfortunately. Wish I could. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. Oh, well, yeah. Oh, no, this is bad. This is really bad. Oh, this is really bad. I'm done. He's at 3%. What's up, Saucy? Dang, 5-star Red Guardian. Congrats. Oh, you're so lucky. So lucky. That dude's awesome. I can't wait to get my hands on a 5-star. I mean, I'd love a 6-star too. I think everybody would, but the odds of that happening are so impossible. It's not even worth considering. But that 5-star is great. Big congrats. Big congrats. And he's a fun champ too. He doesn't have to be awakened, which is the real nice part. Obviously, he benefits from being awakened, but he doesn't have to be awakened, you know? Such a good pull. Alright, AC, thanks for stopping by, bud. Good luck tomorrow. Hope to catch you then. But for whatever reason, I'm not able to. I do wish you the best of luck. And big early congrats on finishing up 526. Take care, bud. Come on, thank you. Shoot some lasers. Of course, glances. Get a couple special ones going. Yeah. Pop It Off brings up a good point. I am currently going for a push to join the content creator program. Those guys have a 500 sub minimum threshold requirement to get into the program. And so far, thanks to you guys, I'm getting really, really stinking close. So obviously no pressure one way or another, but if you do subscribe, that's very much appreciated, and thank you. Thank you in advance. But that would be really exciting to join up that program. Cheers. So I think the biggest news in game is the unofficial news about having a. Now I don't know which way it is. Is it Tigra or Tigra? I'm guessing Tigra, since it's American, but Tigra and Hitmonkey are supposedly next month's champions. And from what I've heard so far, there's a lot of groaning as far as that goes. And you know, I get that. I definitely get that. Can't say I really agree with it, but I understand where people are coming from, especially when there's still so many really popular, good characters that they haven't touched on yet. To introduce, you know, those two, who I don't think were at the top of anybody's wish list. But then again, Kabam definitely has a habit for introducing champs that most people wouldn't really be pulling for, be gunning for, and just make them ridiculously OP. you know, Red Guardian is a good example. Corvus, Gwenpool too. So you know, I'm gonna reserve judgment. Supposedly, Tiger is a Mystic champ and Hitmonkey is skill. Both classes that we, frankly, don't really need more champs of. Still really waiting on a couple new tech champs. There's been a tech drought. But, you know, I'm going to withhold my judgments until I can actually, well, until it's actually announced and confirmed, but then also, let's see what they actually do, you know? Because who knows, maybe both of them are going to be completely broken OP champs that just redefine the category. One can hope. One can definitely hope. Alright, so charge up some Furies, charge up some more Furies, charge up a whole bunch of Furies. Oh, there you go. Guess that worked. So, Saucy, have you got a chance to take out that 5-star forest spin? So I've seen the content creator videos that are up there, but it's always fun hearing other people's opinion about them too. Especially now that they're live in game, you can take them more places. What's up, Jaden? Yo, 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 back at you, bud. Happy Wednesday. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Oh, I also wanted to take a moment and wish everybody and anybody good luck for those of you who are going for White Widow, whether it's a 3-star, 4-star, or 5-star. Definitely wish you all the best of luck. Because her cutoff first time was a lot higher than I would have given her credit for. That having been said, definitely want to take her out and do a deep dive on what she can do. Because I have a feeling that people are sitting on her, that she's actually a lot better than, you know, people have given her credit for. Certainly hoping so, at least. She looks decent, she's got fun synergies, and the fact that she can access shock as readily and easily as she can is interesting. Maybe there's just a little something extra that people haven't really discovered yet about her. But I guess then again, I think the same thing of Terrax. On off season, we got paired up with someone crazy. I think it was NYC Guardians or whatever. And it's all off season, so everyone's kind of just a bit lax about placement and attack and all that. But those guys weren't messing around. They were in my battle group alone. There were 6 different max out 5-star Terraxes. Not fun. Alright, so Magic's going to... Magic's going down. This is an easy fight. which is really freaky. I didn't think I'd ever say that about Magic, but it's either one of two things. Either Magic's limbo damage has been silently nerfed a little bit, or, and I think it's more of this one, we're just so used to there being so many other, like, nonsense degen damage sources in game now that the bit of damage that Magic's limbo ticks for really doesn't register the same way it used to, you know? Wouldn't that be interesting? Alright, so come on. Come on. There's that, and there's that. Excellent. Excellent. So, who are we gonna bring up next? Sentry, let's do Kingpin, and then a Mutant. So, Storm. One of these days when I've got a little bit of time to play with, I need to look up on OBS to see if there's a way to speed up the updates for the latest subscriber. Tristan Dorks was a sub yesterday, and I know that there have been at least a couple more named subscribers, but I'm not quite sure why that hasn't updated in OBS yet. It would be nice to get some of the new names up there too. And Ant-Man down. Yeah. As I say, Ant-Man, don't hang on by a thread and make me look like a fool. Okay, so guys, I'm kind of on the fence. At the end of this AQ cycle, I'll have saved up enough Tier 5 Basic to rank up another 6-star at rank 2. But I'm kind of torn between either Gilly 99 or Clairvoyant. Because they're both excellent, amazing champs. And I have a basic understanding of how to play both of them. Played Claire a little bit more than Gilly. So I think Claire would be a little bit more fun, but I think Gilly would be a little bit more useful for flow Alliance Wars. What do you think? Uh-oh. Come on, my dude. Come on. There we go. Get some of that shock damage going. Perfect. Oh, no. I thought that last hit was just going to do it. There we go. Now, this is an unintentional flex, Falcon, and I don't want it to sound like a humble brag or whatnot, but I also I've got Doom ranked up at rank 2 already as well. Whereas Tech, I've got the Ghosts, but that's it for Tech. I mean, obviously they're both going up. It's just the order. I don't know, it's just something for me to think about. It's a wonderful, it's such a wonderful, awkward position to be in. The thing is, I've never really played Gilly. I've got her as a 5-star, haven't ever really played her. But we'll see. We'll see. I do hope that whatever it is that Kabam is teasing the content creators for that meeting late last week, I do hope that whatever it is yields more rank up materials, though, for everybody. Or at least ease of access, or introducing them into the game in more places, you know? Because there's a lot of champs I would really like to play at a more modern level, but I just don't have the resources to do it. What's up, Matt? Yo! I am. Say hello to everybody. What's up, Matt? Alright. Back to them 6 stars. Yeah. Which is so counterintuitive, you know, you introduce the champs that's their main ability, and then just limit and nerf the options to use them in any sort of relevant spot, you know? It's like, what are you going to do? You're going to take in a ranked up Proxima against Winter Soldier in Realm? It's like, that dude isn't going to stand a chance. Plus, besides, at that point, what's the point, you know? Presumably, you've finished it once already, at least. Okay. So... makes you wonder if they're gonna touch Spider Miles again, too. Sounded really dirty, but I mean, like, give him a buff. Or a rework. That'd be really nice. Or Kamala. I know Prof Hoff has some choice words about Kamala Khan. I don't think she's as bad as he makes her out to be, but still, she definitely needs a bit of attention. Okay, so we're moving along quite nicely here with the 6-star roster. About 12.5 million points, which means about 2.5 million left to meet my goal. Odds are I'm probably going to wind up doing another quick round tomorrow before arena ends of the 6 stars. Because I will not be going for Hawkeye. So it's just another extra couple days of chill milestone grinding, which I very much appreciate. It's like I was joking in the tweet before the live stream. With the Guardian grind looming on the horizon next week, tomorrow. Should start getting my sleep in now while I still can. That dude's gonna be nuts. I don't think it's gonna be like Doom nuts or Silver Surfer round 1 nuts, but it's going to be not fun levels of nuts at least. Alright, so back off of that. And a couple more mediums. He was hanging on by a thread there. You know, Hawkeye is so hot and cold for me. On one hand, he's probably still, even to this day, the most reliable power burn champ in the game. In terms of ease of access, right? You got a 100% chance to burn power on every special one. Cool. Easy. You know, you don't need to build it to a special 2, so you can rapid fire it a lot quicker. You know, once you learn Hawkeye's play style and play cycle, you can cycle out really easily. You know, push somebody up to just a wee bit below 3 bars of power, lay in a full combo and finish off with a special 1, drain them a bit. Get some extra hits in that way. But on the other end, his damage is just god-awful. And there's really like no saving grace with that at all. Funnily enough, Hawkeye, you can go back and see if I even still have the footage. I was going to do a video on Hawkeye with the Taskmaster synergy. In that, Taskmaster lets Hawkeye apply a hemorrhage debuff on a special 3 every time, instead of just once per fight, which is just dumb to begin with. But even being able to do that, his damage output is just so low that it's just not even worth mentioning, really. He's good for arena. I love using mine to finish off the infinite streak. Again, just because of the reliable power drain and ease of access. But outside of that, like if you bring him into any sort of story content where, you know, you're fighting opponents with huge tanky health pools, you're just not gonna have a good time. What a shame. Cheers. Oh, here's another fun question to pose to you guys. Say you had a 5-star Gilly 99, a 5-star Darkhawk, and a 5-star Sentinel. You had 1 Tech Awakening Stone and 50, we'll just say arbitrarily, 50 Tech Sig Stones. Which of those 3 would you wake up, and why? He's reliable. That's the best part about Hawkeye, is that he's reliable. I would say out of the original batch of champions, Hawkeye is probably my second favorite behind Hulk. In like a modern meta setting. Hulk still reigns supreme for me though. Like he can just still do solid damage and he just synergizes with everybody. Like unique fun synergies too. Not like friends or enemies or family. You know? Okay, so get that power sting going. Let's see if I can bait out a special just for kicks. Thank you. You know what synergy I'm surprised we haven't seen though is probably because it'd be too OP in the player's hands. Let's give Yellow Jacket that Power Sting 3.0 that he gets in story missions. Like Darkhawk gets synergies with Moon Knight to let him start in random modes at the start of the fight, so that's similar to the story mode Darkhawk buffs, but Yellow Jacket doesn't get that 3.0. And, you know, you'd have to tailor it to, you know, make sure it doesn't stack, or like you gotta jump through a couple extra hoops to be able to acquire it. But, still, I think it could be a really fun mechanic. Give him a bit more viability, I suppose. Like, he'd still be Yellow Jacket, and you'd still have the Yellow Jacket numbers, but just give him an extra tool for his toolkit. Okay, so... What's up, Matt? How you doing, man? Welcome to the live stream. Is whatever it is you want me to check out something that's going to get me in trouble on YouTube? That would not be nice. Alright, so DD. Also, another thing, while I think of it, when has Daredevil Classic been available as a 5-star? Was he in the pool of Dungeon Crystals last cycle, and I just missed it? Because he shows up as an available champion on my roster, but I don't remember ever seeing him like available anyplace. Ah. Cool, man. I'll check that out here in a sec. As soon as I put DD to bed. Alright, see what you got. Got 3-star Torch, then level him up and yeah. Then he died. RIP. Torch is nuts, though. He can be nuts. Especially if you pit him against Mystics. Yeah, that dude just melts through people like hot knife through butter. It's beautiful. That's an interesting team. That's not gonna be fun, I don't think. Especially when you get to the Mojo fight. So I forget specifically what the long shot synergy gives Mojo. Sure, it isn't anything fun. Yeah, Falcon, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. Because I think, well, no, I take it back. Of those three, I think either Darkhawk or Gilly would benefit most from a high sig. Because Darkhawk's one of those champs that has like the 100% activation once he's Sig 200. Kind of like Beardo or Namor. And then Gilly's got some really nice toys to play with too at Sig 200. I think Sentinel just benefits most from just being awakened in the first place. But then, I don't know, I'll need, yeah. But it's like a fun little mind game, right? Then you start weighing all the different pros and cons and the minutia. I love stuff like that. That's probably my favorite part of the game, especially now, a few years into it. Just how deep the roster gets in the analytics between the different abilities and pros and cons and all that. Do that, throw up Cable, and probably Civil Warrior. Why not? Oh, perfect. Perfect. Alright, so... I forget, Kingpin I think needs to be awakened to get that Fury charge, right? Or is it one of those things where he doesn't get the Fury if he's at a class disadvantage? I don't remember. Up. No heals for you. No heals for you. Let's make that heals even longer. Beautiful. Civil Warrior just friggin' wrecks Sinister. It's kind of a shame that Civil Warrior's kind of been swept under the rug. He's got a really fun kit, just outdated numbers. Nice! Congrats, Matt, on the Stark Spidey. Yeah, that guy's still super OP. Even a couple years later, the dude's still super fun to play. Yeah. I was having that problem for a while too. Like, it's probably been a year already. So I think it was last 4th of July, right? It's like, do you go for the 6-star stuff or do you go for the generic 5-star awakening? And then I was like, I'm gonna get the 5-star awakening because I definitely know who I'm gonna use it on. And a year later, I'm still sitting on it just because I'm like, well, you never know. Not making that mistake. Yeah. But at this point, I don't even really know who I would use it on. I would use it on somebody who I would definitely be taking to like rank 5, but you know, I don't know. For now, it's just collecting dust. Oh, perfect. Start off in null mode. Lucky. Oh, bye-bye, Quake. Cheers. So I think in the Hulkbuster beta, I wound up using a generic on Kang, just for kicks. But yeah, I would never do that in the real game. I wouldn't mind taking Kang up, and I certainly wouldn't mind rank 5ing him again later on, just for kicks. But no, because 5-stars are still way too important in the game. I got other. Everyone has better options than Kang. What a joke. Alright, come on, dude. No. You know who I would really like as a 6-star? Is Winter Soldier. Because I think it'd be really fun to test out that Star-Lord-esque ability that he's got now. I mean, it's an old buff, but still checks out. Because like my 5-star is what, rank 2, something like that. But you know, a 6-star fresh out of the box may as well be like a rank 4, 5-star. Yeah, well, I think for the first rank 5, it should really just come down to who's going to be the most useful to get you your 2nd and 3rd rank 5. You know? That's how it was with me, because I think, no, Blade definitely was my first rank 5-star. And having him as a rank 5 just broke the game open for me to get my 2nd and 3rd one. And I mean, like, who's actually going to be useful in finishing content. Not like who's going to have the highest prestige or whatever, you know. You can worry about that later on. Executor. Anyone else having connection issues? Not yet. It's not to say that I won't, but not yet I haven't. Wonder if they're going in to fix the Corvus bug. Or to make sure that he stays fixed. Cheers. Oh, well, Falcon, congrats on you guys being able to resume normal life a little bit. A little bit more so than the rest of us, at least. Ouch. That's really strange. I wonder why that is. Are you guys all running the same kind of device? Like maybe it's an Android thing or a... So I'm running an iPhone, and I seem to be doing okay. Then again, I'm in the States. No, I should throw a Mystic. Whatever. Killmonger it is. Why not? Why not? Well, hope. Anybody here running an Android in the in chat or watching? Because I know Apple had problems a week, 2 weeks ago, something like that. And it was just specifically Apple devices. Wonder if that had anything to do with it. Like they fixed the game for Apple users and then broke it for Android. Wouldn't that just be awful? Okay. Alright, well, there's that. Let's see if they've posted anything on the forums. Doesn't look like anyone's posted. Either way, man, that's no fun. I'm assuming you all have submitted tickets, or will submit. No, you can submit tickets on the forum, right? Doesn't have to be in game, I think. Don't quote me on that. But even still, that is an awful way to go for AQ. I always do hate submitting tickets though, because like the first couple of times I had to submit tickets, I wound up wasting a couple of rounds of back and forth with just the usual nonsense Q&A. Have you tried turning it off and turning it on again? You know, that sort of thing. It's like, yes, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. Still doesn't work. Try and cut them off at the pass. Alright, so I've ducked out from the 5-star arena, run through my 6 stars. I'm sitting at about 14.5 million, which puts me in a really good place to just put up the last half mil, whatever it is, tomorrow before the arena ends. Now I'm jumping into the Tier 4 Basic Arena. I've got the Infinite Streak set already. I'm just running through my 5 stars now. What I'm getting from the 500,000 points, or 600,000 points I'm at currently, to the 2 mil for the stretch goal. Get that second Tier 4 Basic. It's arguable where this arena is even worthwhile anymore, seeing as how they sell Tier 4 Basic for much cheaper now in the Glory store, but I don't know, I figured that I'd go through this stuff so fast anyway, wouldn't be a bad idea. Just to get a couple more. Let's get some gold and arena chips too while I'm at it. You know what? I don't need to worry about this. Oh crap. I didn't realize that I already triggered the Imperious Rex. Maybe later, Matt. Depends on the time. I think though I may need a pass today. Because by the time that I get to the 2 million points, I'm pretty sure that's gonna bring me to the end of the stream. But maybe another night, or maybe somebody else in chat is free to run with you right now. That's really awful, though. That's really awful. I'm sorry, Executor. I do hope that they wind up company on that, in case, you know, obviously in case of worst case scenario. Hopefully it fixes itself. Hopefully you guys are still able to 100% it. Really, really hope so. But if not, I do hope they make it right. Oh, thank God that wasn't a crit bleed. Or else that would have been curtains for me. Come on. Thank you. Cool, she's not lucky, so that means game over. Ish. Or not. There we go. There we go. I'll take that. I will take that. Alright, come on, buddy. Incinerate should be enough. Yeah. Doom's Incinerate's really pretty tanky. Let's do you, and do you, and do you. So I'm estimating that it's going to wind up taking about 30 wins, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less. A little bit more, I think. 30 wins total to get to that 2 million points. Hopefully it's a rolling fix. But, I mean, if you're able to get in, burn whatever energy you can. Probably don't start a fight just yet in case it goes down again in the next minute or two, but definitely burn some energy if you're able. I don't think bringing Sunspot against Sparkles was a good idea. Come on. Thank you. If you could just launch that special 2 already, that'd be awesome. Or you know what? No guts, no glory, right? There we go. Cool. Dude, Sparkles is nuts. Whenever she goes binary, then she just shrugs off any buff or debuff she's got on her. That's so useful. Especially if she's high sig, then she's just indestructible for longer. Start tanking some big hits. Stretched them wrists. I'm cracking way too much for only basic arena. I'm doomed come Red Guardian. Because that's probably going to be 400. 400 wins, probably. Alright, come on, Sparkles, let's dance again. Fortunately, just staying under the radar for Furies. Don't get the Incinerate going. But, there we go. Game over. Game over, man. I'll take that. I'll take that. Still maintain that Phoenix is grossly underrated as a questing champ. She gets a lot of hate. Especially as people keep ranking her up for the prestige, but she still has her uses. Great Emma Frost energy too. Cool. And there's that. Alright. Come on, Namor. Let's dance. That works. That works. I'll take that. Sat on that one for a little while, but it still worked out pretty good. And there we go. Just like that, got the first Tier 4 basic. Excellent. One more to go. Kind of wish that they would make the same mistake that they did sometime last year where they had 2 Tier 4 basics as the final milestone. So we wound up getting 3 instead of the 2. I wouldn't mind that at all. Let's do that. I'll get the D-Gen going. Excellent. oh, 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 oh. You know, I'm gonna go for the special one, get some of that poison, because I'm assuming that she isn't going to Dex. Or I suppose even if she does, it's just one poison that she shrugs off. I'll take those odds. I'll take it. And bye. Quake and Bake practice. Nuts. Well, it turned out pretty okay, but I still got tagged. So let's throw up Claire, let's throw up Sparky, and let's throw up AA. Just for kicks. Executor, how's it working out for the rest of your teammates now? Are they starting to get in too, or are you still the only one? Okay, that works. And there you go. I think all those hits were a bit excessive there at the end. You guys remember a time where on multi-hit specials, where like if you KO'd the champ, the match would just automatically end as soon as the champ was KO'd, instead of letting the entire animation finish? They patched that out a while ago. I think they were saying that it just made their game a bit more buggy than usual. But part of me still kind of misses that, especially if you're finishing an enemy with a special 3 and you got to sit through the entire special 3 animation. It's like, nah, I already know that I got KO'd or that I KO'd somebody. We don't need to go through all this. It's just a formality. Excuse me. Can I get a parry or a special, please? Thank you. Much appreciated. Beautiful. Cool. That'll work. That'll work. I'll take that. So moving along quite nicely here. Cheers. On Sparky. Come There we go. It's like no way that guy should have evaded me. And his armor broken, plus I nixed his Stark tech, whatever they call it. Okay. So, have some fun with Gilly. Take her out for a roll. And let's just do that. Yeah. Execute her at least that much, you know? And then hopefully everybody else can start coming back online pretty quick too. So you can all keep that AQ train going. Come on. Thank you. Cool. Oof. Oof. Oof, I say. I feel like I'm getting old in my young age. Okay, there's that. See what that does. Oh, it's a special. It won't be a KO anyway. That was dumb. I should have known that. It's Gwenpool. It's her signature thing. It's her reason for being. Half mil to go. It's about 5 fights probably. Maybe 6. Yeah. Yeah, why not? Roll with this team. Yeah. And everyone's still fresh-faced and doesn't really know, or doesn't have that sort of like teamwork built in just yet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, you don't have that cohesion yet, is what I'm saying. Well, that was nice. That did practically nothing. Cheers, Reed. Okay, so down goes AA. Oh. Got butterfingers. Could have been bad. Yeah, well, I mean, the fact that you guys are doing as well as you're doing for as new as you are, I think that's a real good start, real good sign. So congrats to you guys for a job well done, job well started. Hopefully, this doesn't wind up derailing everything, because that would not be good. Uh, let's do you, and let's do you, and let's do you, and you. So I don't want to put torch against that energy resistance of that Ultron. That might slow things down a little bit. Come on. I don't really want to launch a special 3 just because it takes way too long. Subs, how you doing, Shadow? Ah, you blue Cyclops like that's a first time awakening, or he's like his sig is just too high to even keep track of anymore. Either way, that's really that's really unfortunate. Hopefully, you get the featured 5-star next time. Get some amazing redemption. You know, I'll be gunning for you. Come on, come on. Sig 80. Ouch. He's got great mutant synergy possibilities. I don't know, man. I'm trying to find a silver lining. That sucks. Come on, big fella. Thank you. You'll get there. You'll get there. Sure, why not? Yeah, definitely. Working as intended. He's got to build up a couple of those precisions and get the mutant crit team going, and then suicides and max boosts, and oh yeah, yeah. Easy peasy. One shot that dude. Cyclops. God tier confirmed. Yeah. And then honestly, it's not like that would make Cyclops so ridiculously broken or OP, because he already has that fun interaction with Havoc, right? It's not like they're really boosting his numbers or his attacks or his stats or anything else, you know? There we go. Leo Noodles. Subscription just came through. Welcome to the channel. Cheers on being the latest Von sub. Yeah, right. Anti-regen boost. Wouldn't that be nuts? You know, if they ever do wind up adding items to the game again, I'm sure that would wind up being something they would add. Yeah. Get that unblockable going. Can't stop me. Come on. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'll take it. I'm getting close. Well, forgot about Ghost Rider. We're getting close. I think there's two rounds after this to get to 2 mil. Ends in sight, everybody. Ending is in sight. Shadow asks, have I had Platinum Pool in the Rifts yet? We've done 5 of them with 0 Platinum Pools. I haven't done any of the Rifts yet. I'm saving them all for one big push at the end. But I do hear that he's pretty hit and miss. But I don't think that that means anything yet. Because he keeps, like, teasing that he may wind up being a playable character at some point, and I think he will be, just based on the art assets and the level of care that they gave his kit and uniqueness. With that having been said, I don't know. I don't think it means anything. It'd be very unkind of them to make it ambush specific. But that's all just speculation, of course. Wonder if people are still as happy having ranked up their crossbones for flow in war now that they nerfed flow a little bit, and then now that Red Guardian is in game. Like, he's still useful, obviously. He's still a good champ, and it's nice to have someone who doesn't crit. Plus, he shrugs off the debuff, so he isn't useless. I just wonder if people are having some second thoughts. Let's just throw Warlock in. 29 fights, 2 million points. Not bad. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. And then once I'm done with this, I want to do a simple test. I don't think I've tested Storm X since ranking her up. I want to test out something first, and then probably call it a night after that. Deck stack, go in. Special one. Should be more than adequate. Yeah. Excellent. Execure asks, do I have a rank 3 6-star? Yes, I do. I have... I've got 5, actually. Thor Rags, Stealth Spidey, Elsa Bloodstone, Ghost, and Captain Marvel movie, Unduped. Falcon, supposedly there are units in those crystals too, supposedly. But I think it's mostly just a gold drop. Okay, there we go, guys. That's 2 million points. That is 2 tier 4 basic plus just the random odds and ends that they throw at you. That's awesome. Let's see what's expiring. Nothing worth noting. So, wrap up the stream here. I want to go in and test out Storm X as a rank 4. With her squad of odds and ends and bells and whistles. So I need Beardo. I need Storm. I need... Who else am I thinking of? Wonder why Bishop's all wonky. I think I do need... do I need Bishop? Man, I'm drawing a blank on who the rest of the squad was. But let's just throw a Bishop just for kicks. You don't need Bishop. You need a Storm, but I don't think you need... Oh, that's who it was. Storm and then Black Panther. OG. Now again, this isn't the ideal squad and the ideal rotation, because you're not going to want a second Storm and Black Panther on your team. I think who I had before was just Heimdall and Fraggle Rock maybe, but I don't remember. Anyway. So what is this, oh, back out of that. Anyway, what does this do? So Storm and Black Panther gets power gain 3 times, right? So that's 3 5% power gain increases. Beardo has the synergy with Storm, which means that mutant champs gain permanent passive prowess, which is excellent because then that boosts Storm X's damage output. And then she's got the increased timer on the Tempests, and well, nah, you know what? Let's throw Bishop in there. So I've got the 2 5% power gains. I've got the added 12% damage, and then prowess. Where is it? Prowess lasts longer, I think. Something like that. Yep. Anyway. Oh, sorry. Been snoozing on chat. Would I rank 3 6-star Mephisto? No. I would rank 2 him if he's awakened, but I wouldn't rank 3 him. I think Goldpool would probably win that fight. I just like Goldpool better all around. Platinum Pool is still too random for my liking. With all the different cards that you draw, or couldn't. 5-star OG Thor is actually really good. A rank 5. His damage output is nuts. So I would imagine by that point he probably has a couple other rank 5 Cosmic Champs. I wouldn't do OG Thor as your first or second choice. That having been said, he can shine pretty well. Okay, so first of all, I messed up because I should have selected the Shock Tempest instead of Ice, but whatever. So the idea here is for me to throw a special 3, get both Tempests up, and then build back up to a special 3 again before the second Tempest goes away. So then what does that do? That builds up my prowess faster by having 2 Tempests up. That also increases my damage output. And then because of the power gain but with OG Storm and Black Panther, it's a lot easier to do that. Plus with the increased power or increased timer for the prowess with Bishop, and the increased timer for the second blessing, whatever it's called, with was it OG Storm, I think. You really have oh, right. And then I totally forgot about her charge ability. It's been a minute since I played Storm. Alright, so let's see what that does. That's 11 prowesses plus the Beardo prowess with no charge. 84,000, nice. And then you remember that I am unblockable for a short minute after throwing that special 3, so I should get the combo going again. Come on, my dude. Thank you. Okay, so that is 100% charge prowess. That's 9 regular prowesses, 1 Beardo prowess, 2 Tempests. It was 86k last time with no charge, and it is gonna be 83 this time. Interesting. The charge didn't really. Well, no, the charge did a lot. Compensated for 2 missing prowesses. I just imagine what this could be with suicides, as well as the mutant boost, as well as just the 20 or 30% boost on top of that. Crap. Fraction of a second too slow. And lost both my Tempests too. So I missed however much that was, unfortunately. But now I got both Tempests back up. I don't think that this special 3 is going to be enough to get him. Would be able to take a healthy chunk though. Okay, so that's 11 prowess, charge prowess, Beardo prowess, 2 tempests. It was 83 for 9 prowess. Let's see what it is with all 11. 98, very nice. And unlike the special 2, which even though it has big glowy yellow numbers, it's extremely unpredictable. Cycling the special 3 works every single time. But those big glowy yellow numbers are really nice too. Alright, so I missed out on some chat. OG Thor needs a dupe for armor break, yes. It also has the 5-star Night Thrasher. My rank 5. Night Thrasher is another champ who's really good and super underrated. If he's SIG 200, supposedly his damage output's really solid. You don't see a whole lot of him though, but supposedly. I will do my best not to add the name to the newest sub. It's all automated, so we'll see. But I will try. Cheers. Cheers for being number 440. Alright, man, Falcon. Take care, bud. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll catch you in a future stream. I think they need to just buff the rewards all around for everything. I think for the most part, most of the rewards are fairly dated for the current meta. Alright, so let's try this again. Now without the class advantage. So the best Storm got here was 98,000 with 11 prowess, 1 Beardo prowess, and 100% charged prowess. Let's just try this one more time. Now, is this super practical in every situation? No, because if you run into either power drain opponents or power drain nodes or power lock nodes, yeah, obviously it's not going to work out super great for you, but in the instances where that's not the case, definitely fun seeing her put out some pretty big numbers really consistently. Ah, crap. That works. Alright, so that's 9 prowess. No buff. Yeah. I don't know, it kind of makes you wonder. Some games actually hire real-life economists just to make sure that everything stays hunky-dory in their in-game economies, but I'm not sure that there's one here. Or if there is, they're just playing it super close to the chest, you know? Come on. Crap. Panicked. 84. Still be really interested to see what a rank 5 max sig storm could do, or a 6-star that's been ranked up, because those numbers could be pretty screwy. Alright, so there you go. 11 perfect damage. This one's gonna be whatever the max of whatever Storm can put out without boosts or suicides or a dupe. Still 90k, that's not bad. For champ that doesn't deal damage over time, that's pretty solid. I would still argue that champs that can do reliable damage over time would probably be a bit more useful overall. But that's just my personal preference. Come on. Whatever, close enough. Close enough. Well, and the sad thing is that Realm of Champions still is in development purgatory, you know? Keep seeing new art, new assets for it popping up here and there, but I still haven't seen any gameplay. I don't think anyone's seen any gameplay. So who's to say what kind of game it even is, you know? Okay, come on. Come on. Whatever, close enough. Close enough. Here we go. Storm for the kill. 90k damage. Not bad. Not bad. But, alright guys. It's enough messing around for me for one night. That is going to do me for tonight's stream. Yeah, right. That's going to do me for tonight's stream. I want to thank all you guys for watching, for hanging out. A big shout out and big thank you to everyone who's been watching live. It's been really cool getting to hang out and chat with you guys here the last hour 50, whatever it's been. Yeah, almost hour 50. Very much appreciated. To everybody who's been watching after the fact, cheers for sticking with the video this long. I wind up streaming about the same time every night, so really hope to catch you in a future stream here coming up. Forget to ask all of you guys, though, to just take a sec to like and subscribe to the channel. I'm currently doing a big content creator push, so Kabam has a minimum threshold requirement of subscribers necessary to join the content creator program, and thanks to you guys, I'm getting really close. So obviously no pressure one way or another, but if you do, thank you. Got a bunch of stuff preloaded into YouTube, stuff that's going to be popping up over the next week, so stay tuned for that. But until next time, everybody, take care, talk soon, stay safe, and be well, everyone. Bye for now.